Good morning and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I am your host, Virginia Inge, a licensed counselor and behavioral health administrator here at the Mobile County Health Department. Today, the main topic is surrounding New Year's resolutions. So, a lot of times people are so enthusiastic and well-intentioned in making a change, but unfortunately, statistics show that by February, 80% of us fail our New Year's resolutions. So I thought, well, there we go. Why don't we prepare ourselves for success and talk about creating SMART goals? In addition, I wanted to talk about time management. So last week, I shared basically a statement that where you put your time is where you put your treasure. And I got some feedback that that was a really great statement. I didn't come up with it, by the way. And that was meaningful. So in building upon that, really being intentional about where you spend your time can really help you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, your holistic health. So, first wanted to start out with time management. So, carving out time for what is important to you. Time management does not just take into account your goals and your desire to, say, get your house cleaned, but it also can help you carve out time for you. So, carving out time for, say, self-care in taking a bubble bath or in spending time with your grandmother or grandfather, things that are pleasurable, but you really want to be intentional about your time. So with time management, it doesn't just mean goals, although goals are really important and they're going to make you feel good when you achieve them. So we will talk about that. Another thing specifically that psychologists, counselors, we all say, and we've all found, is when you get a hold of your time management, this can reduce feelings of stress and being overwhelmed and maybe having a great deal of confusion in procrastinating and in also having difficulty with your own self-control. So all these things are important to all of us. One thing I just left out is losing focus. So if you have more time management, then you can be more focused. In addition, this is definitely that therapeutic emphasis, but you're taking what's all jumbled up in your head of all the things that you need to do and how you want to take care of yourself, but you're not, and everything else, and you're getting what's in your head out onto paper. That is a release. That will help you reduce confusion and gain clarity. And keeping yourself accountable week to week. In time management, it really is helpful to remind yourself, I want to be intentional, I want to be good about my time. So maybe setting up Sunday night or Monday morning, you're going to revamp and look at how you managed your time in the week ahead. I assumed that you all knew what I was talking about with regard to the paper, but I shouldn't do that. So basically what I mean by that is some form of planner. Now, planners, unfortunately, like the ones that you buy at Walmart or Office Depot, they can be a little pricey, from $15 to around $35. But you can create your own planner from just a little notebook, and you can list the days of the week. In fact, there's other things that are new. There's a new hype about bullet journaling. The point is, it's something organized. It's paper in front of you. You got pen, pencil, and paper, and you keep it safe, and you look at it, okay? Another thing is, what's been very helpful for a lot of people is to write out their list of what they want to do with their week or what they want to do the next day and look at it before they go to bed. If that doesn't work for you, you can always look at it day of. A final tip is, even if, say, you don't have access to your planner or to your notebook, a lot of people have a little notes section in their phone, and they can at least type it out the day before, and it really does reduce that feeling of overwhelmed. It helps you just feel, okay, I know what I'm going to do about all this stuff. I know how I'm going to try to manage my time tomorrow. So it gets it out of your head, onto your phone. Same thing. Okay, now for the really exciting part. We're going to talk about SMART goals. So SMART goals are important, especially if you want to have success for your New Year's resolutions. Apparently, saving money and losing weight are the top two for U.S. Americans in their New Year's resolutions. So I'm going to give you an example of how to set a SMART goal for, say, losing weight in a minute. But first, as a teaching tool, this is an acronym, SMART, S-M-A-R-T, and we're going to talk about what that looks like, a SMART goal. Specific. Oh, I'm going to talk a little bit about this. So within your SMART goal, make sure that you're specific. Being super vague and ambiguous is not a good idea. That lowers your likelihood of success. Measurable. Be sure you can measure it. By what time are you going to try to do this? How long? Things like that. Make sure it's something measurable. Achievable. If you say something like, I am going to change the world this year. Is that achievable? Is that something that you can do? Yes, that can be debatable. You can change the world in small ways and in big ways, but make sure it's achievable. You think of your own example with achievable. Relevant. Okay, so why is it important to you? You need to consider your why. How is it relevant to you this year within where you are in life? And then time bound. Make sure you have time specific goals. Okay? So to really rein it in, I am going to give you an example of a SMART goal and a not SMART goal. So in viewers who are ambitious enough to be talking about goals with me on December 26th, day after Christmas, that does set us apart. So we're trying. That's really great. I want you to think, is this smart or is this not smart? Okay? Here we go. I am going to lose 15 pounds 2019 with willpower, determination, and focus. Smart or not smart? Anybody? Not smart. Now, given, good job with this example in that there's a lot of determination and a lot of excitement, but it's actually not a SMART goal because it's not specific. You could be even more specific than just saying 15 pounds. Is this 15 pounds of muscle? Is this 15 pounds of fat? And it's not measurable. It's not achievable necessarily. It probably is achievable, but you need to be more time-bound. And yes, it is relevant, but unfortunately, it's not the smartest goal you can make. So here's an example, another example, and you tell me, is this smart or not smart? I will lose 15 pounds of body fat by March 26, 12 weeks from January 1 by exercising at the gym for 45 minutes at least 3 times a week, by eating whole foods such as lean meats, fruits, and vegetables, and measure my progress weekly, And I will state aloud to my good friend that I want them to keep me accountable. Is that smart or is that not smart? I mean, at this moment, I think it's smart. Could it be smarter? Maybe. So the point is, be as specific as possible and you determine what that is. Other examples might be saving money. Like I said, a lot of people want to do that. Instead of just being ambiguous and I'm going to try to save money, you could say, I'm going to measure and budget all the things, and then I'm going to try to save at least $50 a week and put it in my savings account. And I'm going to do this by this, and this, and it's important to me because I want to be successful and I don't want to be stressing from paycheck to paycheck. And I'm going to keep somebody in the know of my progress. So these are all examples of SMART goals. I've gone over 10 minutes, so obviously this is a lot of knowledge and information, but the point is that I really, really hope it can help you set your SMART goal and resolution for 2019 and, you know, normalize maybe some of your feelings of feeling overwhelmed and maybe kind of help make sense of why your New Year's resolutions have failed in the past. It's not because of you necessarily and your inability to do it. It might just be your approach. So hopefully this is helpful, and please comment or ask questions, and we look to see you next week for Wellness Wednesday. To contact one of our behavioral health counselors here at Family Health, you can reach us at 251-690-8889. Thank you so much for your time, and have a great Wellness Wednesday.